What is it about February that's so hard? I have a theory. Those of us that live in the Midwest know that the weather in February can be unpredictable. But one thing that we know is that at some point, probably most of the month, it's going to be cold. We might have some breaks here and there, but after a couple of months of winter, the cold is like we've had enough of it. There's a reason why so many people migrate to warmer climates in the winter. Now, I'm not saying that cold is inherently bad. In fact, there's a lot of evidence that says the opposite. Take, for example, the current trend in polar plunges. That can be really good for our bodies. However, as humans, we have evolved to associate safety with warmth. So it's important for our bodies to understand that it can reach that state of homeostasis with our temperature. If we get cold, we need to be able to recognize that we can also find that warmth. What's the first thing we do when we get cold? It's our natural reaction to cold is to contract and tense our muscles. That builds heat internally. What's the first thing that we do when we get stressed? Same posture, right? Those upper traps kick in. Something interesting about the upper traps is that it's one of a few muscles below the head that's innervated by a cranial nerve. That means that the nerve that controls the muscle of the upper trap comes straight off of the brain. The cranial nerves have a close relationship with our sympathetic nervous system. That means that it is involved in our fight or flight mechanism. It's easy to see why we associate our upper traps with stress. We get cold, we activate our upper traps, our breathing gets shallow, and that's just like a reaction to stress. Again, this isn't a bad thing as long as we're doing something to right this reaction. We need to be able to bring ourselves and our bodies back to that place of safety and security. And that comes back to being aware of the state of our bodies, our minds, and our emotions, and then taking care of what we find. If you still feel like you need some help with the February blahs, whether it's regulating your nervous system or just eliminating some pain or problem that you have that might be keeping you from moving, we're here to help. Reach out. Our contact is below.